Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on last year's national champions, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field, and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
At the 42. Now, a 4th down.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Off play action. On the move, he fires. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs. So Northern Illinois' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes.
Taking it the other way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Mean Green after that last run. Why not go back to the well? Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And in that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield.
Back's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the...
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking for space. It's Scott. At the 45 on its way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Unloads quickly. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Russell. Tight end finds a soft spot. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, North Texas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Kruger. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Rides the back on the option. The give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Russell. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. Drills him with the stiff arm. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hauls it in.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They get to him as he throws.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Finds his man. It's Thomas. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes the handoff. It's Kruger. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The give out of the gun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, looking to scramble. That's caught. It's Scott. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a crease. It's Scott. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Back to throw. It's Russell. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Mean Green. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Russell. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's a hit. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All kinds of room to the right. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw's not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Coleman, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The pull and throw off the RPO. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
North Texas to the line with 1.5 miles to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the option. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? He wants it all. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. stands in and takes the hit. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. Reels it in down the left side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, North Texas. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gets it out fast. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Scanning the field, it's Baker. He's got his man across the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll go to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
On the play.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He caught it. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. A sure tackle to turn it over on downs. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.